Hi there, Ron here, Variable Play, and welcome to another Just Sleeving. This time around, I'm sleeving Redwood. Redwood is a photography game designed by Christoph Raimbolt and Edu Valls. Published by Sit Down Games. It plays 1 to 4 players, around 45 minutes, ages 10 and up. So you can see the very beautiful Redwood forest, and in this game you're trekking around this forest trying to capture the perfect shots. I've dabbled into a bit of photography when I was younger. I still take, but very casual nowadays. But yeah, this game is about going around this terrain, and this is the map. And depending on where your photographer is, depending on where you moved, using these templates and the shot templates, then you decide what shot you were able to make. And you're building this panorama. So sounds pretty cool and very unique theme. I've seen some photography themed games already, picturesque, where you're trying to position people around. But this one, and Sunset Over Water, was about painting this landscape. But this time around, it really went pretty focused into that theming. So very good. Okay, hopefully, I don't think I have all the sleeves that is necessary. We'll see. We'll find out. How are you? How is your Monday, everyone? Hope it's good. Oh, he's French. So Christophe Rainbow, maybe, and Edu Valls. Wow, there's 3D simulations, 3D sculptures, because there's some miniatures in this game. So there's a few more people involved. So the illustrator is Edu Valls. The 3D simulations is by Maxime Moulin. The development manager is Michael Jerome. Okay, that's hard to pronounce. De Robert Masur. 3D sculpture is by Francois Xavier Maillard. Marie Ooms for the art director. Sophie Troy for the marketing manager. Graphic artist is Anthony Mullins. The project manager is Dider Delhis, and the translator is Nathan Morse. Okay, the goal of the game is to dazzle your audience by demonstrating your wildlife photography talents, creating a magnificent panorama. Flaunt your skills, including create a great diversity of flora and fauna in your shots, and at the end of the game, player with the most harmony points win. Okay, and what I have to know, because this is the retail copy of the game, is do these tokens have that hex back? And they do not. They do not have the hex back, because as far as I understood, the Kickstarter version would have it, where you slot them in. And so that's, I guess, the big difference, that it doesn't have the hex back for the retail version. No hex back, because you can see it has these slots in its board. So I wonder why. Well, of course they wouldn't change the board anymore. So these are the sculptures for the photographer, really well crafted. You can see I wonder if you can focus. Come on. So you can barely see it, but it's not focusing well. It has a a bird. uh, a bird is perched on top of him. So we got our green photographer, the orange one, the gray one, and the white. Okay, so those are there. Or maybe the animals that has the hex are on a different board. Maybe we'll find out, because this. There you go. I stand corrected. There are the hexes at the back. So there they are. They are present on the board. I see. Awesome. And these are the lot of the templates. It has been traveling, so there's some from Amazon. So there are a little bit of box damage here and there. There's a nice string for that. We have some panorama cards, photography goals, Milper cards, and you have here your score sheet and further templates. Okay. So let's see if I can. Yeah, so this got bunched around, which is fine. Don't worry. Game is still playable. It's not like, it's just not deep pushed in there, but see, all good. You can manage. All right. Okay, so let's put the them back. Is that you? Yeah, I think that's you. Maybe. It's always kind of tricky when they don't really tell you which goes where. So I'm guessing that goes there. Maybe. But that is protruding. That's dangerously protruding, so I don't know if I should place her elsewhere. I'll see a spot she fits in well. I think that's kind of the best spot for her. Am I not seeing how to put this in? Nope. I think that's the best you can do. All right. Yeah, that's the best that can do. Okay. All right. So they protrude. Okay, fair. It's fine. Okay. So then go back in there. We'll just set this aside first. So no particular damage to the board, which is good. Great. More Daners, Ziplocs. I think I should start throwing away some of my Ziplocs because I have too many of them. And these pads are interesting. So, because I guess I have to stick them in there, but do I really need to? Because so that they don't scratch it. The only problem is I don't know if they will still fit in the box in the mat afterwards though. Probably it will. Find out. Ah, because if they have it, it doesn't slide as much. That's cool. So the only question is, do they fit back here? A little bit trickier, but they'll do because it's foam. Okay, in that case, we will put them in. Hey, Mark. Yes, this is the nature photography game. Okay. I love the attention to detail on every aspect of the game, actually, where they're thinking about how the tiles might slide, so the characters might move and things like that. So having these foam pads underneath make them grip the board better without damaging the board. Because again, the art is gorgeous, and it would be sad if we don't get to enjoy the art as much. This is really snug fit. I don't really see any other way except this. So maybe I can like have it on the side a little bit so it doesn't. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. Just lowers the profile a little bit. Yes, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Spider pig, spider pig. Okay, so all of our photographers are all booted up, ready for their shoot. And we'll place that in the box. Again, it's a really snug fit into the box. Next are these cards. They seem to be the card size that I was expecting. So at the very least, these will be sleeved. And then these, I don't know yet. We will find out. So these are the individual panoramas. So they are gorgeous. So bring you guys back down here so you can enjoy the art while I get them sleeved. Oops. is your week starting? Hopefully you guys are doing well, rested from the weekend. I really hope there's enough sleeves. It feels like they do. And it's 1 to 4 players, so that's interesting. There might be a solo. There are probably some solo rules that we can work with. So let's find. We will find out. Okay, perfect. Enough sleeves, and then I will be using a different card set because they're actually from 2 different manufacturers because I ran out of one already from the other. Or actually, they're just from different batches. So I'll keep those separate. Awesome. So that is all sleeved up. Let's get a nice big because I doubt these are big enough for those. Small. There we go. I think this is large enough. Just so that they don't get flying around over the box. Fantastisch, as my German friends would say. Okay, now for these small ones, which normally most people won't sleeve anymore, but I kind of still want to sleeve them. You will find out if I have sleeves enough for this, because I want to be able to shuffle them correctly. They are still cards and they're not thick cardboard. So let's find out if I have sleeves that will match, even if it's a soft type of sleeve. Kind of works. See this one? Is any better? Perfect. There we go. That will do. That will do. It's a little long, but I think it'll be fine. We shall see. Yeah, with them sleeved, it'll be a lot easier to shuffle them. And it's the thicker type of sleeve, so that's good. Okay, fantastic. There's set for 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. I'm guessing you'll be shuffling them per set and then placing them around in the map. Okay, this goes. Let's get a smaller sleeve this time, a smaller ziplock. Too small. There. This would work perfectly. Yes. Hi Dan and Lynn. The game is Redwood. This is the photography game. You'll be taking photos of the landscape. This doesn't fit enough. There we go. Better. Let me just tidy up my Ziploc container. Okay, all sleeved up. These I need the 105. Because there's still some that remain. Okay, all right, let's see. I want that game, palaro po. Sige. Of course. Okay, so these are the animals. I will probably they're the animals that has the hex at the back. So I will probably have a specific container for them because I want them to be safe. I could use this, but maybe something smaller. Look at that. I think I finally have reached again my the limits of my storage tokens, and so I think I have to get myself some replenishment. So we'll be setting them there. That way it'll be safer. And then we have our templates. And we have to punch out all of our tokens. Hold on for the templates. Set you there. The moose is hard to punch out. Okay. I wonder what the recycle thing is for. There's a lot of tokens in this game. It's the tokens that you put on your sheet, your picture. So hopefully, the small ones, I think we can probably use the pillboxes ones. Okay. Right, a few more. For this sheet, there's another one. So the acorns. And finally, the sun token, which you only want one in the game because it's okay to have like a nice overexposed photo at times. That still works, but if you overdo it, then you may you lose a lot of the information about the shot. So often than not, most photographers will tell you to underexpose because it's a lot easy to increase exposure in the software later on, but when you overexpose, the data is already burnt. That's it. No more information for the photo to work with. Of course, nowadays there's AI and you can sort of recover, but not really recover. You're sort of regenerating that information. But yeah, it's already photo editing, not really photography. But yeah, even back in the day, photography already had a lot of tricks. What used to be where you try to get your perfect shot in that time you took the shot, but in modern days, there's a lot of post-processing already that gives you that effect that you want, whatever artistic vision you had. Okay, a lot of tokens. We'll see how I can organize everything. This is always the fun bit. Next to the fun bit. The fun bit for me is always figuring out what sorting systems or solutions I could put so that when I deploy and play the game, I would have the quickest time to set everything up. Allows me to play the game more because I'm not intimidated. It's too much of a chore to set everything up. You want the game to, in essence, less barriers for it to hit the table. So that's why you take that investment in figuring out the best sorting solution that works for you. Of course, Ziplocs works. I just found it that I have to unzip them, set them aside. Whereas if they were in these plastic containers, I bring out the plastic containers. People don't remove the tokens from the containers. It's sort of self-organized that way. And then when they want the token, they pick up the container. And that is it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's get the small ones and see how much we can fit. Probably not as much, but I think at the very least these guys, easy. Are these pine? What are these? Redwood pine flowers? Is this a seed of a redwood tree? Okay. Perfect. Token set 1. The flowers, probably we can also do the same. Yeah, almost. I'm not sure if they really would fit. So I might cool. That works. Am I pressing something wrong? There. Everything moves, so we're good. Next. Oh, these guys will likely be the trickier one. Hopefully they kind of will fit. Almost. So this one is yeah. I don't think it's advisable to do that for that one anymore because it's already too big. Okay. Let me just double check if I still have some of the other containers. I have some big ones. Of course, the card. Definitely time to replenish my container stack, but hopefully we'll have enough. This is a little too big for what I need, so we'll come back to these guys because worst case scenario, I'm just going to use 2 of those, right? It should still work. Okay, so I'm guessing these we want to put the trees on. Fairly the bigger tokens. Yep, perfect. The moves also. I don't have enough. There's so many variety of the tokens. So for now, let's get these as 2 sets. Simpler way to do it because I have more of these guys anyway. Yeah. This is so hard to close. Is it closed? Okay. So it's a push upward. Okay. Okay, probably do the same thing for these acorns. Fit enough. Acorns. I'll probably use 3 for the acorns. Nope. Okay, it's too tight. Yeah, if it doesn't move, it means that there's not enough space for it to fit. Okay. Right. Sun should fit fine. Okay, smaller animals are also probably going to be able to fit in here. Yep, cute. These guys, I don't know, they will fit. Yeah, fortunately they do. Just about right. Yeah. So I hope you fit. Barely. Let's see the beaver. I think the beaver has a better chance. Good beaver. Okay, we have a few more tokens left. A big bunch of acorns, big acorns, so we can just do these for the big acorns. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, for the remaining ones, I will, because they're fairly distinct, so I'm just gonna set them in one container for now. And then once I have my replenishment for the containers, then I will sort them into their respective containers. For now, this will do. And these boys, let's set them. Okay. Lots of containers. Fun. See if they still fit in the box though. Because after all of that, if they don't fit in the box anyway, no dice. But I think they will. I think they will be fine. But what's interesting is this. So, because of the nature of them, I kind of want to have something on top and not just four from the bottom. Meaning like they will be cards and then they place themselves like that. I could do it like that, I think. Yes. So let's try to do that. Okay. And we put those in. Then the rest of the other tokens is going to fit inside. I think they're fine. Easily fit, no problem. Oh, well, I do have to consider the templates. So, I mean, with the templates though, they're so loose. I'm thinking of getting a large enough. But do I have a large enough? I don't think I do. So, yeah, more likely we'll set them first there. So that's gonna be where they are, and then we will put the rest of our stuff inside. Awesome. Okay. Right, so well, it is quite an open box, so there's a lot of space. Oh, well, look at that. There's not space for you. Ah, what is this? Why is that protruding, and the other is not? What is your purpose? Am I supposed to have you? Because this is way above. Interesting. So do I have to hold on? We gotta investigate how this thing goes back inside. It feels like it wants to do that. See, you can see that it has a division here, but the trick though is that there's some ledges underneath, which is too shallow. It's too shallow. I wonder, because in order for me to place this there, this cut needs to extend a little bit more. Yeah, and the bottom container set is too shallow for it, so it doesn't catch on. Doesn't catch on enough. So is that the intention? Am I supposed to put you there? If so, you need. Let's write down where I need the cut to be. Okay. And then we do some surgery and see if we can. It's a thick set though. So here, scissors. Let's straight edge that in. Okay. Pardon me. To other people, it's like, what are you doing, Ron? I know. There you go. It's not necessarily perfect, but it will do. Okay. Take these boys aside first. Bring this back into it. Okay. Actually there's quite a bit of space here, so they don't have to all be up there. Ooh, nice. Fantastic. That is good. More than enough space. More than enough space. Okay, go inside. You boys wanna kind of be on the side so that your cameras are protected. We're gonna set this in, and there you go. Look at that snug fit. Look at that snug fit, boys and girls. Look at that. So Earl has harmonies. Oh, fantastic. So yes, our game night is gonna be nature filled. Yes, look at that. Doesn't even move. So I love it when it just works well, as if it was planned, as if it was exactly planned that way, and that was all part of the plan. It's fantastic when that happens. Look at that. Look at that. I'm proud of that because I just measured it. I just measured it and it worked. This one is the slight annoying thing. I'm guessing it's expecting to be here. So maybe we can try to see how we can do that. So that means that we're going to move all of our tokens to the other side. Let's see first. Let's see. This goes, pads go in there. I could lower it down like that. It'll be more snug fit. And then, because there's more than enough space. And cards. And, oh, but wait, see, that's where, yeah, this is the thing. I'm not too keen of having them exposed. So, because that would set, it works. It works. So that goes in first. Then we can put the rest of the small ones inside safely. This is a game on its own, and I love it. Put that in there. And let's see if everything still fits like before. That goes there. But now it's a little bit higher. It is a little bit higher now. So it's this guy that's making it higher. Yes. So can you go sideways? No. Maybe we can flip flip it around, because it just needs to be lower on one side. Doesn't have to be higher on both. So let's see if that lowers it down. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So it's higher here, which is fine. Those goes in there. This slides back in place. Perfect. And finally, playing Project L. Playing Project L in the Redwood box. Yep, pretty much. It's almost there. Let's see the box if it plugs in again. Oops, hold on. Because it feels like there's a section that's a little bit higher. You know what? I think it's fine. Okay. Oops. I forgot to include. Yeah, actually I think, because I can see that there's some space here, I wonder if it can go like that, right? This one can go there. And these boys can just be, the smaller ones could be the ones supporting it from the bottom. Actually like this. It could be the method. Sorry. Ok. It might just be the case. Yes, that is more snug fit. I wonder. Yeah. Why did it fit on the other side and not here? Probably the tiles. Yeah, and I'll be able to improve this next time, because I would have more. Yeah, and that should protect everything else. Yes, that feels all more level. Yes. Oh, I still forgot this thing. Sorry, boys. Sorry, girls. Sorry, everyone. I'm too preoccupied. Oops, I'm sorry about that. Sorry for the loud noise. Okay, you go in here. Okay, and of course, let's not forget. Let's check what else they have. You know, it's always fun to look at. So we have here Miss Terra. Seems to be like a. Hold on. So Miss Terra seems to be like a tile. Ooh, okay, there. Tile exploration. You have your own board. Maybe you're drafting it. Then we have I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Iwakanu, maybe, or Tiwakanu, maybe Tiwakanu. There's a lot of tiles, huh? Look at this. It's still tiles. Gardeners, but That looks unique. The simple and fun, 1 to 4 players, 15 and up. Of course, Redwood. What is this? This is Rush Out. Oh, Rush Out. Then they got Rush Out Dice Trace. Then Bad Bones. More tiles. They like their tiles. Oh, did they make sushi dice? I didn't know they make sushi dice. Oh, they're smart. They're smart, they're smart, they're smart. Curious, what made me buy Redwood? Well, I really like the idea of. I didn't know they made Magic Maze. That's great, cool. Now I understand the pedigree. I really like the idea where, sort of, it has this spatial element. You're trying to figure out how far you need to walk, what angle are you gonna take, which is pretty much what you do in a photography session, especially if. So when I was taught by my mentors in photography, they said work with your kit lens. Don't try to do with anything else. And if you can get a prime, you'll enjoy it. But the thing with a prime lens, it's perfect because it's so sharp and can do bokehs really well. But it's fixed. So that means your zoom is your legs. Or your zoom out is also still your legs. So everything now that you want to shoot, you're walking to that spot, you're raising it in your vision, and then you're taking the shot. So as you're walking, you're setting everything. You're setting all of the settings that you can imagine, in contrast with the sky, with the light, the backdrop, the ISO, the aperture, the shutter speed, and then you stop and take the shot. More often than not, especially if you're doing like nature photography or street photography, you only get one chance. So you learn to sort of forecast or anticipate that distance and estimate that distance well, estimate the shot that you need to take, and then you come in and all you can do in those last few seconds is to frame it and then take the shot. And then you kind of hope for the best. Of course, nowadays, I see photographers, and when they take the shot, it's krrr, krrr. It's like, okay, I mean, good for you, you have a lot of storage space. But I was kind of taught with a single shot. I don't do multiple shutter speeds because I might be in a slower shutter cycle. But yeah, because of the modern cameras with their very high ISOs, they tend to do this even like on a I've seen it on a event, and they just take multiple shots and then hope for the best later. I personally don't like to do that because it's so tedious to go through each one of this. Is the best one. Maybe there's an AI for it already. I don't know. Maybe that's why they're doing it. So yeah, I digress. There. So Magic Maze, really good game. I don't know if I have my copy. I know my copy was destroyed somehow. But yes. But it's a co-op game where you can't speak. You can only point to things, and you're trying to get everyone to do things. Magic Maze. Oh, they also did Dive, and what is this? Fairy Lights. Oh, there's so many in the tile placement game. That is so cool. So yeah, so this whole aspect of figuring out how to navigate this world, while in some sense you have limited, you're just estimating what you're gonna do. It was fascinating. So I will be trying out this game on Tuesday. If you guys are available, come by the Carmona game group. I will be setting this game up there and learning it. Fortunately, my fellow gamers there are amenable for me to learn a game with him. But it seems to be very simple, so it should be fine. All right, thank you everyone. Have a good evening. I hope you guys enjoyed that simple unboxing, sleeving, and like what Earl said, a Project L, arrange the box back together so that it's easy and it feels good. And so there you have it. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time, this is Ron with you, Bear. Play more games. Bye.